Hey y'all, hey. Welcome into another episode of the Ancestors Speak. So, the ancestors have a message for you today. And the message is you have a higher calling. Some of you are living these very small, minuscule, unhappy lives, and that's not what you're supposed to be doing. That's not what your ancestors want for you, okay? So today we're going to be looking into what your higher calling is. And I have a feeling that a lot of you know. You know, there's something that's been calling you, there's something that you've been feeling called to do, something you're drawn to. And maybe there are different barriers in your way and obstacles, maybe your own self-doubt, right? And self-deprecating beliefs are the obstacles, but the ancestors want to help you get on track today, okay? So what the ancestors are doing right now is they are moving people out of these smaller roles, out of these places that just don't fit, right? That are just not in alignment with you, right? They're moving us out of those spaces so that we can be in the right places, doing the right things, okay? This is my birth season. I am an Aquarius, so I'm dropping my donation link and my Amazon wish list link down in the comments. If you love your girl and you want to show me some love, please do. That's one of my love languages, gifts, honey. I love gifts of money and just gifts, you know? So check out the comment section if you want to help a sister out. But let's see. What is the higher calling? What are you truly being called to? What are we all being called to at this time? More heart-centered action. Okay, and I say that because we have the Page of Cups, the Knight of Cups, and in between we have the Ace of Pentacles. In all three of these cards, the person has something in their hand, and their hand is kind of outstretched as if they are giving to others. Our higher calling puts us in a position of giving, supporting, helping others. Not being so focused on our own needs, you know, wants, desires. And of course, we have to take care of ourselves, but we are in a very individualistic society, right? Where we've been taught we have to fight and we have to hoard and hold on to things very tightly. We got to make sure we do this so that we have what we need. The divine is trying to move us back into a state where it's more communal living. Okay, and your ancestors are saying lots of us come from ancestry backgrounds and cultures where it's communal, where it's about community, giving and receiving, right? Working together, bartering, trading. So a part of that higher calling for all of us, right? And this is a collective message, is that there needs to be more focus on community. Another thing is some of you really need to move from your heart. So with this Page of Cups, for some of you, the higher calling has something to do with fashion. You have a passion for fashion, honey. You're a flashy person. When you step out, people notice you. Some of you are supposed to do this on a level where others can see you. So say you become the muse. You are your own muse. You are your own canvas. And you put on beautiful clothing and you highlight that on social media or in your communities, wherever. That actually brings happiness, joy to others when you do that. So don't downplay it, because I think sometimes we assume we all have to be spiritual counselors and this, that, and the third, but you showing up in your authenticity, you stepping into that energy of beauty, right? Being beautiful, displaying beauty and your artistic vision brings joy to others, and that is a way you give to others. That's a higher calling. Okay, so if someone specific here, if you are someone who is a stylist, a fashion designer, or someone who just likes to put your clothes together well, right, and step out and show out, That's your higher calling. Go for it. For some of you, I see your higher calling is in something where there's like giving money. So maybe venture capitalist or philanthropy, where you're giving money to help grow businesses or giving money to help people who are needy, people in need. That's something I wouldn't mind doing, y'all. If any of y'all are, rich, wealthy, and you want to start a foundation, honey, you could put me in charge. I will go out and find organizations and groups and people to give that money to. I love helping others. I love philanthropy. But I do see that for some of you, that's your higher calling. Like, you have the finances, you have the wealth, you have the support to give others. For some of you, your higher calling is love and nurturing with this Knight of Cups. Like, I'm seeing this quintessential mothering energy, divine feminine energy, where you are giving to others, helping people. For some of you, this is through social work, psychology, psychiatry, coaching, life coaching. For others of you, this is tangible goods that you give people, food. You have food pantries, or you feel called to cook food for people, to give food to people. Giving, right? Like, there's a theme here. Like I said, I see the hand in each of these cards holding out a hand to offer something. Yeah, whatever you feel called to do, say you dream about doing it on a higher scale to more people. If you're not there yet, do what you can in your own little bubble, in your own community, in your own family. Okay? For some of you, you have an offering here that's going to help people heal their hearts. That's going to help people be more uplifted, inspired, and encouraged. Oh, how beautiful. It just made me emotional. Yeah, you're helping people. For some of you, this is women specifically. You're helping women heal their hearts. Stop looking for love outside of themselves. Ashe. Higher calling. Ancestors. Yeah, some of you are bosses. We got the Emperor coming out with the Chariot. Now, this is so interesting. And again, I think we always think higher calling is specific to doing something of a spiritual nature, right? I swear to y'all, I'm seeing something about car sales. Because remember, everyone has something to offer, right? And people need to get around. So you providing good quality vehicles can be a higher calling. See someone owning their own car dealership. Yeah, like it's like you own it, you're the boss. So something with cars, with vehicles. For some of you, your higher calling has something to do with traveling and rulership. So I don't know if you become really popular and then go all around the world and your expertise is sought, right? Or if some of you are actually royalty, become royalty later in life from a royal bloodline. But your ancestors are showing me here that I don't even think some of you know, like the way you see yourself is not who you truly are on a spiritual level or even on a genetic level in terms of your ancestry. You're bigger than that. It's like me, for instance, I'm a smaller woman. If you were to see me, I'm petite. But then in readings, I've had readers be like, oh my God, your spirit is so big, So it's like you're that type of person where someone would see you and kind of think you're this little person, maybe not that powerful, but then spiritually you're powerful, okay? For others of you, the higher calling is a union. There is a union between two people who are meant to come together, and this union is divine and it's blessed, and you give something to the world that is beautiful and helpful. Now, your ancestors are actually working on this behind the scenes to bring you two together. For some of you, this is a father spirit, because the higher calling actually, the higher calling of you two people coming together is a blessing to the earth, is a help to the earth. And I'm seeing here with the Ten of Pentacles coming out, a help to your ancestry. It's like paving the way for the next generation in your bloodline. And that's what your ancestors want, right? Like they want to see the bloodline strengthened. There's a child also, right? A legacy. So leaving a legacy for the next generation. There's a powerful child that will come through someone here. For some of you with the Lover's card here and the imagery of like Adam and Eve, there is a story that you're supposed to share with the world that is your higher calling. So some of you have a story in your heart that you're meant to share. Right now, you might just be in the thought process, or it's kind of formulating up in the unseen, right? In the ethers. It's not ready yet. It's baking. When it comes out the oven, you'll know, because you'll get like this epiphany. And then you'll write. There's a story that you share. For some of you, this story might become a movie. Something that goes out all over the world. Another thing I'm seeing here for your higher calling, and trust me, you do have a higher calling. A lot of us are kind of stuck in these ruts because we're existing within our cultures, right? We're kind of brought up in a system. And the system says you do this and you follow the system. But the truth is there's something greater, grander, higher, bigger for you, for me, for all of us. For some of you, this is information. This is newscasting, being a journalist. But I see it in a way where you're not doing the status quo. You're really telling the truth. Some people might not like you for this. For some of you, your higher calling is whistleblowing, speaking the truth no matter what the cost, right? Because say the worst that could happen in that case is, because these companies, you whistleblow on a company, honey, then all of a sudden you unalived yourself. Yeah, right. They sending people back to heaven. And your ancestors are saying the worst they can do is send you back to heaven. And that's not a horrible thing. We see it as horrible, but it's like, okay, you spoke the truth. You're going to be celebrated in the unseen realms. Celebrated. You're lifted up. You're given a promotion. So they think they're hurting you. They give you more power. We have the stormy card here, talking about stormy weather. For some of you with that and the Three of Swords, your higher calling is to help people through traumatic times. So this could be like you being someone who goes and supports people who are going through devastation, who have experienced loss, natural disasters, being on the front lines of situations like that. For some of you, you are an alchemist and you eat this energy. You eat chaos and you alchemize it. You turn it into something else. Higher calling. Yeah, some of you are there's somebody here who's starting some type of relief organization. I'm telling you, you are the person who's on the front lines when shit hits the fan. Like the LA fires, you're on the scene after that. A tsunami, an earthquake, a terrorist attack. You're on the scene after these things happen. And for some of you, your higher calling is in your own communities, in your families. Say you're not traveling the world, that's okay too, because there are people right now in your community, in your area, in your family who need you. You are the relief. Your energy, your calm, your peace, your purity, right? You are the relief. That brings a relieving feeling to others. You soothe others. You are an earth angel. Someone here is going to transform a system or create something, invent something that transforms a system, transforms something that needs to be transformed, right? And bring relief to others because of all of this chaos we're in. This could have something to do with the Pluto and Aquarius energy. Okay. We already talked about beauty. For some of you, your higher calling, the ancestors are saying, is something related to beauty. For others of you, it is creating something that transforms things. For some of you, I see you teaching people grounding, mindfulness, meditation, and that's your higher calling. Yoga. This is so interesting. Somebody here is transforming something when it comes to water. Or you work with water spirits, water deities to bring about a change. Right? So it's either you're creating something, inventing something, you're the reason for some type of policy change when it comes to water that can be helpful for people, either local or overseas. Or you're working with water deities to bring some type of transformation to the earth that brings relief to others. For some of you, you are what is it called? Like a warrior, a protector of the earth. So you are focused on conservation efforts. You love the earth. You serve the earth. That is your higher calling. For others of you, you are meant to pursue spiritual growth and spirituality over wealth. And you'll feel that because you'll be called to the esoteric, to the spiritual life, right? And that'll be something that you want to focus on. Yeah, teamwork and harmony. For some of you, your focus is on bringing people together. And then for others of you, the higher calling is pleasure. It's to allow yourself to indulge in the pleasures of life. Some of you are too serious, too stern, too stuck up, I'm hearing, and you need to relax and enjoy more pleasure. Somebody here is going to have like a pleasure revolution, like where that becomes your focus. You go out and you experience the pleasures of life instead of feeling like you can't have that, right? Last messages. Oh my God, we got the actual card, calling. It says sacred medicine, calling. Okay, this sacred medicine calling card says the call to step into your role as a healer, visionary, and seer in this world is becoming louder and more insistent. This is something you've actually inherited from your ancestors. There's something about this being the time, the opportune time for you to get over your doubts, get over your self-deprecating beliefs, right? Not believing in yourself, your fear of being seen and heard, and truly stepping into your calling. It's safe to share your medicine with the world, your ancestors are saying. We are stepping into a time where it's going to be more important to stand in our sacred medicine, to stand in our calling, okay? So some of you, the higher calling is you are a healer, a visionary, a seer. Embody that and share it with the world. The last message here, full spirit moon, shine. You are blessed with a light that is unapologetic and bold. Your precious essence is being called forward to match this energy. Yes, they don't want you to feel small anymore. They don't want you to dim your light, right? Your calling is to step up and shine, to be bright, bold, and to illuminate the spaces that you're in, right? And that's what I was saying earlier. For some of you, your very presence soothes, it grounds, it heals. and you are needed. Stop holding back, stop hiding, okay? That's what your elevated and honorable ancestors want you to know about this higher calling. If you're interested in any of my services or products, personal ancestor readings, ebooks, online trainings, learning how to read tarot yourself, check out my website, daydreamalton.com/store, and drop an ashe if this resonated. Peace.